Everybody, it's Tim Benz from St. Vincent College. Day one of the Steeler Training Camp 2010 here in Westmoreland County, as the X Morning Show will be broadcasting here Monday morning live from 6 to 10, as we have the best training camp coverage you're going to find on the radio with the most insight and analysis. Thanks for clicking on WXDX.com to get your first video blog update. We'll be doing these throughout training camp this year, as we have the past couple seasons. And it was a busy day one of training camp, as everybody reported. A lot of news value for day one, which you don't often get. Usually it's just about guys coming in with their air conditioners and their blankets, but no, actual news items today, including the signing of both Marquise Pouncey, the first-round draft choice out of Florida, and the second-round pick, officially anyway, Jason Worlds, the outside linebacker from Virginia Tech. We figured that was going to happen, and it did, so they'll both be in the fold for the Steelers. Also on board, Flozell Adams, late of the Dallas Cowboys, now of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's been inked as well and will likely play right tackle for Pittsburgh, because Max Starks let it be known today that he went to the coaches and volunteered to move over to right tackle again, as he had played in the past for Pittsburgh. But they said, no, Max, you're staying at left tackle, and we're bringing somebody else to play the right side. Also, Trey Essex letting us know today that he is still number one on the depth chart for the Steelers at right guard, at least going into training camp. We'll see where Marquise Pouncey fits in, if it is at right guard, if it is at center instead of Justin Hartwick, or backing up both to start his Steeler career. Charlie Batch popped off big time about the collective bargaining agreement, basically doing the big I told you so about what he had said at this time last year when he reported and practically guaranteed a lockout. He stood by that stance today and said, get ready for it, it's coming. Antoine Randall also had some interesting things to say about the Cincinnati Bengals and their newly aligned wide receiving core with the likes of Terrell Owens, also with Antonio Bryant and Chad Johnson too. Randall says that he thinks that Antonio Bryant could be the most combustible of the bunch, claiming that T.O. and Chad Johnson have actually matured over the years, if you can believe that. And perhaps most interesting of all, the quarterback position, Ben Roethlisberger came early with all of his offensive linemen in Mini Coopers, a fleet of which leased out by Max Starks. He is now part owner of P&W Auto on Baum Boulevard in the Shady Side area. He got 6 Mini Coopers together, gave them to all the offensive linemen. Ben Roethlisberger, ironically, chauffeuring Willie Colon instead of the other way around because of Colon's Achilles tendon injury. He showed up very early today with all of the guys, spoke for 30 seconds, said he's just looking at getting ready for football, and then moved past a flock of reporters who were around him. But Dennis Dixon stood by his agent's comments from earlier in the week that he thinks his client should be getting more reps with the first team. Byron Leftwich sort of bristled at that news, having not heard about it in the past, and claimed that this is just something that could divide the team if it was continued to be talked about. It's a situation to keep an eye on if Dixon still wants more snaps in the future. That'll do it for day number one of Steeler Training Camp here at St. Vincent College in Latrobe. We'll be back with more as training camp rolls along at WXDX.com, and make sure you're listening 6 to 10 Monday morning, the X Morning Show, broadcasting live from St. Vincent College.